Parishioners coming to any of the masses, Christmas masses here at Resurrection, will hear part of Luke's second chapter, which records the birth of Jesus. It is very sparingly reported in Luke. In fact, the actual birth only occupies verses 6 and 7. Verse 7 is interesting. We're told that after Joseph and Mary came from Nazareth to comply with the census to Joseph's hometown of Bethlehem, we're told on arrival there was no room at the inn. Now I can remember many years ago now preaching on that and picking up on the idea of refugees and how we in Australia and other countries sometimes we say there's no room in the inn here, and that is an issue of great importance. Children in detention centres, people given some sort of visa but precluding them from work. All of those things are very, well, they're very hard to justify morally, to be honest. But I at other times have mentioned no room at the inn in the context after I'd done a pilgrim walk through France and Spain, about 2,000 kilometres, and mentioning how for a pilgrim anywhere but sleeping out is desired. Sometimes I've slept in the most appalling conditions, but at least I had a roof over my head. Now if Joseph and Mary arrived in Bethlehem and there was no room in the inn, there was no room at the inn, and they were offered not accommodation in the inn, but they were offered accommodation in the stable. And pointed out that stable hospitality is better than no hospitality. Whilst we might prefer inn hospitality, sometimes we can only offer stable hospitality. The thing I'd like to pick up on is the idea that there's no room in the inn. And so far as I'm aware, an inn is mentioned only once more in any of in the Bible. And that's in the 10th chapter, where Luke recounts Jesus' parable of the Good Samaritan. You know that story well, I'm sure, that the Good Samaritan, or the Samaritan, came and found the person half dead, took him to the inn, cared for him, and then left the innkeeper an amount of money, promising if the injured person needed more care, the Samaritan, when he returned, would pay whatever extra the bill might be. Now, the innkeeper, took on trust that the Samaritan would return, and that's I think something that we could think of during Christmas, the idea of trust. So picking up on that word trust, do we trust God? Do we trust those we love? Do we trust our friends? Do we trust ourselves? It might be a good reflection for us at this time of Christmas to think about trust and how important that is, and how difficult, in fact empty, life would be without trust. So my Christmas message, I suppose, is that to offer some hospitality, whether it be inhospitality or whether it be stable hospitality, but some hospitality, and trust. Trust the Lord and trust yourself. God bless you, and may you have a happy and a holy Christmas.